Start out. So, what's your name?
Matt Hollinger is my name.
Matt Hollinger. Okay, where are you from?
Originally I'm from Washington State.
Okay, wow. So, what made you come all the way down here to?
I didn't come from Washington. I drove from Illinois.
Oh, okay. Where in Illinois?
Chicago.
Chicago. Okay. So, what made you come all the way from Chicago and from Illinois to help out volunteer for Ron Paul's campaign?
Well, I can't believe that I'm standing here saying this to you with a straight face, but I honestly believe that Ron Paul is a genuinely honest man running for the White House. And I never thought I'd see something like that in my life. And that's something, I wanted to be a part of. And I think a lot of us want to be a part of it.
Okay. So, how many hours do you think you put up into this campaign or doing work like you're doing right now?
I've just been doing out here about, maybe 2 hours or so, holding up these signs. It's been a real positive reaction. I think all the people there have been really nice.
Okay, wow, well, this is interesting. So, what do you feel of the environment? I mean, I know Ron Paul's campaign has so many college students coming from all over this country helping them out. What do you feel about like just being in that environment with volunteers of that kind of demographic?
It is an exciting place to be. My age group is, supposedly so apathetic about the process, and the Ron Paul campaign proves that it's not true. When we find a genuinely good candidate, we're going to get out there and support him, because that's the way America's supposed to be.
Okay, well, that's interesting. So, now when you were working, what was the first thing you've heard about Ron Paul? What was the first thing that made you really want to help him out or get so involved with his campaign?
I think it was his record that first made me really sit up and take notice of him. He spent 20 years in Congress, never voted to raise taxes, never voted to raise his own pay, never voted for an unbalanced budget, and gives back a portion of his salary every year. And to me, that's just unheard of in politics. That's totally different from everything that we're getting, the same old candidates over and over again, and it's so refreshing.
Okay, so what do you expect? What are your expectations for the caucus? Especially for the young voters, what do you really feel?
I believe that there is not one Ron Paul supporter that can caucus that will not caucus, and I think there will be a surprisingly strong showing in the caucuses today. And if I can go out on a limb, I would not be surprised at all if he wins New Hampshire outright.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's great to know. All right. The last question I was going to ask you is, if there's one issue you really would love for more people to be prevalent, or one issue you feel should be in the priorities of people's voting mind right now, what is the one issue that you feel that Ron Paul stands for that everyone should be supporting, or is a huge issue that really stands out for you?
My main issue would be freedom. Ron Paul is a man who is genuinely for freedom. He's running on the campaign of, I want to leave you alone as the President of the United States. For decades now, my entire life, we've had the government trying to intrude into our lives and trying to do more and more and control more and more of what we can do. And Ron Paul is completely the opposite of that. Ron Paul wants to leave us alone and let us lead our own lives, and I think he's really the man to do it.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And what's your name again?
Matt Hollinger.
Matt Hollinger. All right. Thanks a lot.